Okay. I want take what I want for free. Guys, yesterday on the 9th of February was the first time I kissed Joe on the lips. I kissed him all over the head and on the cheeks since he got better from the covert. But I'm scared. I don't want to catch that thing again. So I'm like, yes, my baby's back. The lips are always so soft and supple.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Hey baby, welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for doing a mukbang with me.
You're welcome.
That's all I get, you're welcome. Are you happy to be back? No, I forgot I can't make you laugh. Because if you laugh, you're going to go into a fit of coughing, right?
Folks, I'm back to be back home again.
You're glad to be back home again?
I'm glad to be back home again. And
but you've been back for a while. I'm going to search.
I've been back for a while, but folks, I get sick.
Well, you came back sick on the 25th, right? Of January? Damn, it's been a while. And then you were sick for a while, but it was mild symptoms.
Mild symptoms.
But still annoying, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got the cough, you got the coughing, and I would say the weakness.
You didn't have any sneezing.
No sneezing.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of coughing, right? Mm-hmm. And at first it was a productive cough.
Yeah.
Know what that means? He was bringing gunk up.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I have a little bit of stuff still left in there, so a little bit of stew. I like the soup part. I keep forgetting where my lens for the camera.
We're doing some fish stew. Folks.
Okay, now we can pause. We can pause it. It was too hot just now. Are you okay, darling?
I'm good. We're doing some fish stew.
Okay, let me. Like with the eat. Pause like with the eat.
Why pause?
Why do you always eat? Every time I tell Joe pause like with the eat, he eat.
Why pause and you could eat?
Is this in the way, guys? Yeah, that's kind of in my way. Hold on.
Pause. Let's pause.
I'm going to put this over here, baby.
Hey, I'm pause.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Ready? Pause again? Pause again? So I brought these spoons, but when Joel got sick with the Ronas, he says the gold spoons taste kind of funny. So, and I don't like these anyway for soup because they're not soupified. See how they look? See how they look? Soup has like a roundness to it. And Joe, how do we eat soup again? We go away from ourselves, right? So we don't spill it on ourselves. And then we eat from the side, but it has to cool down.
I know all that. But I don't
Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Listen.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready?
Hey.
And we slurp like that.
Hey. I know all that, but I don't remember that. I don't used to that.
This is left. If you want more fish, let me know because I have the burnt one in here, okay? You will have some of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm so glad to have Joe on the show with me today because one, I'm liking my background. Joe, check out my background.
Yeah.
Joe, see the background?
I could see.
You'll be able to see when Joshua come back with the dog and all that stuff. So, oh.
It's good, people. It's good.
This is perfect temperature for the soup too. Yesterday was too hot, remember? We wanted to eat it right away. Let me get some rice. I'm not going to do a lot of rice because the soup has potato. Watch your carbs. Watch your carbs, people. You can enjoy carbs, but you have to watch it. So I'm glad to have you on the show today though, because I wanted to talk with you about your Belize trip. Right?
It was a wonderful trip, folks. It was a wonderful trip.
We already put out 4 videos at your page about the trip. But there are things that people keep asking, who is that person? Now, who is this person? So like for instance, like the young boy with the curly hair that was with you guys when you were doing the ashes. My God, there was a lot of ashes.
Oh.
At first you were putting some and they said you put too much, you're going to leave none for them, for the rest of your siblings. But it's like, my God, it's not over yet. My God, it's not over yet. When is it going to be done?
We were asking about the little kid that was
Who's he?
That's my grandnephew, in a sense.
Who picked it up though?
That's my niece, a kid.
One of Glenda kids? That little boy that we met in Placencia in 2013. But he was like 9 or, oh my God.
Maybe about 8.
2013, 10 years? 10 years ago.
Yeah, so he's
about 19? 1920?
So he's 20.
He was about 10 then. Oh my God. He grew different.
He got a kid already.
He has a kid. Oh my God, he's nice. Well, he was handsome then too, but he's different. He looks different. I think I have a picture of him. Remember when we came up from Belize, we sent those pictures to Costco and made that whole book? I don't know what the quality of the picture will be, but I might be able to show you that little boy. You met him, he was a 10-year-old boy, now he's 20 with a kid.
He was a small little kid. At that time, I thought he was about 8.
I guess he was 10. Wow. You know who I thought he was? Your stepbrother Wilbert's son. Remember he had a son that kind of looked like him?
Folks, I get to meet a lot of cousins and grandkids. I mean, how do you call it?
Nieces and nephews and stuff.
Nieces and nephews and all kind of stuff.
And Joe said everybody treat them good. Everybody.
Everybody treat me good down there. Okay? If I'm saying no, I'm lying.
If the family hear any more lies, it's a lie. It's a friggin' lie. Anyway, let me tell you who my favorite character was.
Who?
There was a lot of characters.
Who was your favorite character?
You couldn't even pay to have these characters. Okay, my favorite was Teacher Marian. But let me pause Teacher Marian for a minute and come back to that man at the end of the first video, I think. My God.
Burley.
That's what the man named? Is he like your age?
Oh, he like 5 years older than me.
In fact, okay, so it's about 70? Close to 70? That man have no filter past his mouth. That man had died. I left some of the stuff in there that he was saying. I couldn't leave it afterward and get flagged by the truth, but God.
He's like that from he was young. From the time I know him. He could make up a story. He could.
Yeah, he's a good storyteller. I liked him.
I'm a good storyteller.
And I liked the girl too. On the last video, when you guys were doing the ashes, the girl that was drunk. The dark skin lady that was drunk. When you tell her she too pretty for you to have a problem with. If you had said anything else that day, it was will wallop you in the head.
Jennifer?
You got pardon me then?
No, Jennifer. Hey, you're too cute for having a problem with. Right?
So why?
I will
You
never.
up on my time, you know what?
Of course.
But tell what go so why? Tell people in.
Joe said, people say she's a very nice person when she's not drunk. But belligerent when she's drunk.
She cursed you, do it. I said when she's not drunk, she's the nicest person you could ever meet.
No. Make we talk about Teacher Marian. I like Teacher Marian.
I like Teacher Marian.
Right away. She's the one that played the guitar.
And I know her. She always have a guitar and she always sing. She liked this. The song when she liked to sing back then. I Walk the Line. Who was that again?
Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash.
That song that she sing at the funeral, she made that song up, huh?
That's what it was.
I like it. I like it, and she personalized it by putting your dad's name in it.
She put everybody's name in her song.
And I noticed she sang the same song again for your father's wife the next week when they had her services.
We just put her name in there. I guess you can't do the song, copyright the song because she changed it too much.
No, she just personalize it. You can make it without that person's name in it.
And I can't ask you.
I noticed that your little half brother have the same middle name like you. You have the Joseph Whitfield, he has Wilson Whitfield. But it looked like the Wilson came from one of his uncle from his mother's side.
Oh.
I'm anxious to know if he spelled it W-H-I-T like you or W-I-T like your dad. You know, I got a lot of flack for that from different family members.
Don't try to find that stuff out because...
Yeah, they say I'm a know-it-all. Because I'm asking the question, how does that make me a know-it-all? When I'm just asking, is that the way it was spelled on his birth certificate? Because if that was the way it was spelled on Joe's dad's birth certificate, they can't change it now for the death certificate. You're stuck with it. A lot of people's birth certificate is wrong in Belize. I have a friend, Joshua's godmother. her whole birthday is wrong. Okay? The dad's birthday was wrong too, because the dad celebrated his birthday October 29th all his life, and all of a sudden, I think the birth paper said October 28th. He had to start changing it, right? But my Joshua's godmother Jo, her birthday is like January. Let's say it's January 8th. They put that she born February 8th.
What she gotta do? She gotta do February?
That's what they put a whole month. It wasn't a day off like Joe Pie, it was a month. My grandaunt, the same thing. Aunt Grace celebrated her birthday the 22nd of December all her life. Suddenly they checked the birth paper. He said, December, did I say February? December 23rd. The mother know when she was born. It's somebody who typed the thing wrong on the thingy. So a lot of that goes on in Belize. So I wasn't trying to be a know-it-all. I want to know because Joe's supposed to be a whole junior. And his name is spelled W-H-I-T. So I wonder if Wilson's name is W-H-I-T or W-I-T. But I ain't going to ask because they say I'm a know-it-all.
You get in trouble.
Read between the lines. These lines. So Joe reached out to his 3 half siblings after he came back. Well, they're dealing with their mom's death, so they had a response. But if you guys see Jonah reach out again, reach out to him because Jonah reached out to nobody. People in the family don't know this, but if Joe reached out to you, it's because I'm the one pushing, like, reach out to so-and-so, you know, they've reached out to you the last time. Joe, meet people halfway, you know. Joe don't like to pursue relationships.
No, it's not that. I just don't like to be on the phone.
But you don't even have to be on the phone. You could text. You don't even want to do that. And you get, man, that's too much back and forth. That's Joe thing. That's too much. That's work. Building any kind of relationship take work though. You notice that?
That's true.
It's not just our like intimate relationship for marriage and so on and so on. Any kind of relationship take work. Any kind of friendship. It's like give and a take. You have to listen to people. Why? Because you want them to listen to you, right?
Right.
So it takes a give and take. Lord have mercy.
That's good, folks.
It's so good. This one that's overdone.
Okay.
It's a little bit tougher. Will not taste burnt. You guys see Joshua coming? This is some salmon from the little fish store next door, around the bend.
I ate some good fish when I was down there, folks. Get me some.
Tell them how the give not taste the game meat.
Tastes good.
Not just taste good. I mean, does it taste? Is the texture like chicken? Is it like turkey? Is it like beef? You know, we have to kind of put it towards a meat that we already know
It's
about.
nice and soft.
Like what?
What's that?
The texture.
A little sticky texture to it in the skin.
Can I whole cow foot have a stickiness?
Yeah, but not that much. But it's
But is the texture more like fish, like beef, like chicken, like turkey? Tell us, you know, for meat
mostly
people
more
know.
closer to chicken, softer that way.
Okay.
But I mean,
How does it smell?
Smell like meat, regular.
Cause like the alligator smell
I know.
a little bit seafoody.
Smell
You
like,
not smell like seafood? Okay.
smell like a regular. If you cook beef or whatever.
So how come you eat that? They say, we like to say it's closest to capybara, but when I looked it up, it's closest to something called paca, P-A-C-A. How come you eat that but you didn't try the alligator?
Well, because I eat that from when I was small, and so I used to it. And so I eat that. I don't used to eat no alligator and stuff like that.
But in Belize, it looks like a lot of people eat it when you ask them.
No, not back in my days. But now, yeah, people that,
Belize have gators?
yeah,
We don't have crocodile?
crocodile.
No crocs, just gators.
We used to catch gator when we go fishing, when they throw the net.
And which other animal Belize not have out of tiger and lion?
We don't have no lion,
No lion? But they have tiger.
or tiger. Leopard, I don't know.
They have leopard? I think so, right?
Uh,
They got jaguar.
Well, yeah, I guess.
So come back to Teacher Marian. You said you want to send Teacher Marian a guitar?
Yeah.
The easiest part is buying that guitar. The hardest part is sending it.
I'm gonna have to get Teacher Marian a guitar.
He's come back with that on his heart, guys.
And it's on my heart to see. I mean, the one that you got is pretty good too, but I want to get her something nice. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna get it to her, but we'll think about it and
We'll figure it out.
see how you can help it.
So, what else? There's something I was gonna ask you.
I meet one of my teacher.
What teacher? The one that run out for the machine?
No. This one is she's only like 5 years older than me. You
All
know,
the teachers were only like 5 years older than us.
you know, back then in our time, if somebody's older, like 5, 6 years older than you, and they already went through school, they would get them to you know, to teach and all that kind of stuff. And
Well, they go to standard 6 because that's free. That's the equivalent of 8th grade. And after that, if mommy can't pay for them to go to college, which is high school,
you gotta go work.
they have to go work, and sometimes they go teach.
They wanted me to be a teacher, study to be a teacher, but nah, I don't want to do that.
Jory pick up that thing. Joe keep telling Jory, why you want to be a teacher of all
I
things?
mean, that's what he like. I mean, but I tell him, teacher is good, but
It's honorable.
yeah, but you can make money, but you can't make that amount of money if you could do something else and
Like if you did X-rays or something,
trade
right?
or something that you could. You know, that's what I think. I mean, but he like that, so who am I to
Did
not?
Marianne used to teach you? No?
He was teaching at another school. There's two schools. You got the Catholic school where I used to go, and you got the Methodist school where she used to teach. But when you're out in the village, everybody know everybody. You know, so
So, what about mosquitoes? Did mosquitoes bite you down there this time?
nah, it's they call it sunfly. Folks,
In
man,
Florida, they call them sun fleas or no-see-ums.
it's some small little fly, small little yellow fly. You barely could see them.
They're yellow? Why don't they
I
look black?
think yellow. No. They're not black. Look white and yellowish.
You can't see them.
I never say a little whitish. When they, ooh, man, when I come back, I keep scratching. Ooh, then you look, all kind of a hive start to pop up, and itching, man.
It didn't pop up or itch until COVID left his body. COVID held it at bay. The itching. What
It's
the
true.
hell?
It's true.
So now, ever since I was a little kid, people always tell me, oh, you think he was something else or whatever when I was little, because I used to always wonder if there was another country to live in. I didn't used to wonder about America, but if there's another country somewhere where we didn't have mosquitoes and sandflies and Dr. flies and bat bats and all these horrendous things that bite us.
And just before I left, there were a couple of mosquitoes coming out.
They hatch 14 days after the big rain. Any kind of big rain come down. So anyways, I used to hang out clothes on the line. And there was a lot of flood in our yard whenever they had the rain because the yard was low. They kept building it up, but it was low. And I'd be there hanging out the clothes, right, in the rubber boots. Fly to bite me. We say fly for any fly, for house fly, for mosquito, for sandfly. They're all flies because they fly. That's what we say. And my mama looked through the window, through the louvers, and said, "You better not drop that clothes in that water down there." I'm like, look at her. Like, hate living here. Hate this. I didn't like living there, and I was born and raised there. But I didn't enjoy no parts of Belize because they didn't take us nowhere. They took us to Rockville now and again to enjoy the river. They didn't take us nowhere. We lock up in the house.
Well, I tell you,
Playing music. There's no TV. We weren't raised with TV.
Let's put it this way: we used to live there. We couldn't go nowhere because we don't have no money to go nowhere.
But you guys lived in the country, so you were out there in that beautiful area, and the trees and the river. You could swim.
People say go to our next area, to our next district or village and stuff. It's hard because you don't have no money, and you got to catch a bus. You got to have a place to stay, and you don't have no money to do that.
Yeah, so I just remember not liking Belize a whole lot when I was little.
I know about Belize more now than since I live here.
You went different places.
When I go back there, I could go different places.
I went to Orange Walk before when I was growing up there because we had to go to Chitama with school on the bus, so we just passed through. Don't know the town. And then we went to Cayo when we were little because I remember my Uncle David used to live there. And we used to go visit now and again. So I went different places. I never went south till we went to Placencia. No, don't get me wrong, Belize is beautiful. I'm not trying to bash my country of origin, but I'm telling you, even as a little kid, I dreamed of living someplace where flies weren't gonna bite my skin. And we came to Florida first, child. It was the same but different. And I said, but mommy, there's flies here too. You said the mosquitoes weren't gonna bite me no more. And she said, well, you know, it's the same tropical weather, yada yada. Then we moved to San Antonio, Texas. We were gonna stay there, but we only stayed 1 month because that place sucked when we were there. There were no jobs at the time. It was friggin' cold because it was in February. And so we bounced and came to California March 1983. All right, we had already landed in Florida like the ending of 1981. Child, when I got to California, it felt like heaven. It was nice and cool because it was March, so it wasn't too hot, right? And we got into school right away, and I enjoyed school because I don't like school. Shh, can I just say something? I don't like school. I'm smart in school because I study hard, but I don't like school. When I have nightmares about being in school, Joe, still. I was like, oh God, what am I doing back in school? But I enjoyed it at that time, right? And I just fell in love with California. And then, like Joe said, when you go back to Belize, you see the beauty of Belize. Because Joe took us through the town while his nephew was driving. And you saw the big Belize sign. You saw Baron Bliss's grave. He's some rich, was he rich? He was a baron, right?
Yeah,
he had money, right?
He left all the money to Belize.
And he lived on that ship. And he didn't set foot in Belize, right? But then when he died, he wanted to be buried there. So his body's really in that grave?
That's what they say.
And then they built a lighthouse in his honor. They built an institute, like kind of like a theater and arts place. That place still exists? Bliss Institute. Still exists?
I don't know.
I remember we used to go act there and sing there and stuff like that. He had a lot of names. Baron, Edward, Henry, Victor,
What?
Ernest, Bliss, B-L-I-S-S. There's a lot of names he had. He was a whole baron. But he left a lot of money for Belize. He loved Belize and he just lived off. Was he in a wheelchair? Was he disabled?
I don't know.
I don't remember the history of his thing.
I really don't know.
But when they were driving around, Joe's sister kept saying, oh, this is where all the babies are made. It's because it's a make-out joint. On the grave, there's a make-out joint for, you know, youngsters or whatever. Not me, I never went there. Did you ever go there to make out? You lived in the country anyways. I never made out. So I wouldn't be there. Anywho, they went into Kings Park where I was raised and where my dad still has the house. And Joe could not remember the street.
I remember where
Joe says, I can. He could have called me. He had his phone. You could have called me, you know, Tyrone.
I know, but we were just moving in. You know.
See, when you went to Belize, I was no longer tethered to you. My heart was broken.
I called you like 2 times for the day.
No, you didn't.
I called you in the morning.
At 5 o'clock. I have to go to bed early.
Wait, I called you.
Because you called me 5 o'clock California time.
Then if I don't call
and you talked 3 minutes.
Then if I don't call you the evening, then
you didn't call me in the evening.
Then the next evening I call you.
No, he didn't call. No, let me not tell lies. He called me in the evening when he got there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, you didn't call me. Tuesday, you didn't call me in the evening. That's the only time he didn't call me. But it was like quick, 2 minutes call. He didn't call me the Tuesday evening. And that's when I thought, oh my God, this man is sick bad because he didn't even call me. And then when he called me Wednesday morning when he was going to travel, I'm like, oh God, I know it's the Ronas.
Well, I never know it was that.
I knew it was that.
At that time. I thought it was just a flu and...
At first you thought it was just allergies, Monday.
Yeah. So
but Joe, your sister was talking with a frog in her throat, the older sister. Your nephew had some symptoms, right? But nobody in Belize is going to get tested, so we're not saying they had it, we're saying they had allergies. Joe had it. And as to where he caught it, We will never know. He probably caught it on the plane ride there because it showed up. He arrived Saturday. It showed up Monday, the first symptoms. But I've heard with the new variants, the symptoms show up the next day. And he sure was Mr. Star. Tell me again, no, what happened? What happened at the repast and the burial?
Well, I was trying to make much of everybody that old friends that I grew up with going to school and
No, that's not what you said.
What I'm saying.
You said they were flocking the star.
You don't say things like that.
Say it the way you said it. You didn't quite say it like that.
I said a lot of them said they didn't know me because of the Bear Pantry show, and they wanted to meet me.
And let me tell you what he did. Yeah, that's my wife's show, but I have my own show. I'm like, I sees you. I have all the evidence on camera, because you didn't cut out nothing.
Okay, now let me start up now.
I got water. You want water?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't even remember where I was.
I know, that's my wife's show, but I got my own show.
Well, I mean, they already see me on the Bear Pantry show, so I got to promote my own show too.
And when they're trying to make much of the Bear Pantry show, why didn't you just let them?
Oh, I let them.
They were nice though, especially your brother Wayne's kids. They were like, yeah.
Hey people, these are all my nieces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Some family that they watch from the bushes, they don't like, they don't share, they don't subscribe, and they wish that I would keel over. That's what they wish. I'm talking about my own peoples. They wish that I would just drop DEAD, that I would be unalive. That's what they wish, I'm telling you. But I was telling Joe the other day that we don't look upon this show as anything. Not to denigrate it or anything. I don't feel like I'm doing anything important. You know what I mean? And my diehard viewers will say, but Babs, you are doing important things because you're teaching us how to cook our traditional food. You're teaching us how to save money, by cooking at home. You're teaching us a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, that's true. But my show is not like saving lives. You know what I mean? I'm not over there like showing you how to eat healthy. I show you some of how to eat healthy, but not the majority of my food. So I don't think of my show as anything, right? It's just a show. I get up every day. I figure out what video to make next. I pray to God that the video will go viral so that we can make a ton load of money and just boost the channel, whatever, right? So that being said, we knew a Jamaican guy before that he would say that all the time. He didn't say that being said. He just that being said. I see lately, and maybe it's always been there, that a few people, they see the show through other lens and they try to use me for clout. I've never had that thought before, but I see it. It's like, damn.
They might, because they see, you have some subscriber in Facebook and YouTube, and if they could get close to you, maybe we could help them with that.
And this is...
And nothing wrong with that.
I have to clarify something. I'm not talking about no family members, no viewers, no mods, no subscribers. I'm talking about people that's coming in my Facebook and in Joe's Facebook and just like hit them up like, hey, how are you? I don't know these people from a hole in the wall, right? I don't even know if they're Belizeans. Like, how are you? The first thing they type is, how are you? So now I have Facebook Messenger, and it's on my phone as the app. It's on the computer too. And I very seldom check Messenger, I'll be honest with you, because the people who know me, they have my phone number. They can text me normal, right? I don't check WhatsApp because if you know me, you know that I have my regular thing. You can text me regular.
I don't even do it. I don't check these kind of things, WhatsApp and all that.
But I went through Joe's thing last night in his Facebook Messenger because I think Messenger just kind of came built in on your phone or something. I don't think we downloaded that. All kind of people in there talking to Joe. Hello, Joe. You don't know me, but I watch your wife's show, and I want to know, where did she find this one tool, or where did you... I'm like, why don't you come to the video? Come to the video where I'm using that one tool or utensil, and say, hey, where did you find this? Why would you go privately to Joe to talk and ask this child? No. Then what I'm getting a lot of is people that are hitting me up begging for money. And that never happened before, guys. That's why I'm like, what I'm doing is not even important. And they're like, hey, you don't know me, but I have this charity that I'm involved with, and we need money for books, we need money for uniform, we need money for band-aids, whatever the hell they need money for.
I need money to eat right now. Think about it.
Why do you think I'm not doing a whole bunch of cooking videos? Because we confined to the mukbangs because the cooking videos cost so much money to make. You know what I mean? So I've been getting a lot of that lately. Or, oh, I knew your mom, some of them are Belizean, because like, I knew your mom used to send stuff all the time for my granddaughter, but now she's starting school, and I don't have this. Me not know any people, you know. This is not nobody my mom ever spoke about. So if my mom knew them, I don't know, right? And I'm like, I've been getting a lot of that. So I'm on the verge of shutting down Messenger off of Facebook. Just take the app off my phone. Take the app off of Joe's phone.
You don't have to do that. Just don't answer them.
Well, Joe don't answer nobody. Joe don't answer no phone call, no text, no nothing through Messenger.
That's just me. I mean, I ain't got nothing against somebody, but I don't.
Joe hates the phone because of his hearing impairment. You know? So, but anyways, I've been getting a lot of that. So I went and I cleared out my Facebook. I deleted a lot of people off my what do you call the thing, Joe? The profile. Because Facebook comes in 3 parts. You have profile, which is what most people have. You have a page. Some people will develop a page off their profile. So I have my cooking page. That page has over 230,000 followers, I think. My profile had maybe 100. What do you call them? Followers, right? Followers, right?
Yes, so.
And then you have groups. I have a group that has about 1,400 followers in the group, or members of the group. So I went and I deleted a bunch of people off the profile. And it's no hard feelings to the people. If I don't know you and I've accepted you because I felt pressure to accept you because you come, oh, I know your cousin so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. You gone. Delete, 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 delete. My favorite YouTuber that I'm following right now, Conscious TV, says this year what he's doing is observe and adjust. Observe and adjust. I'm observing what's going on around me and I'm going to adjust accordingly for what I need to do. You know what I mean? So I just went through and deleted a bunch of stuff. I feel free that I've cleaned this because these people are watching my Facebook page. I don't post nothing anyways. I really don't post anything. I used to post like share posts about politics. I don't do it anymore because when you do it, there's always some kind of fight and then Facebook will come and demonetize my damn page. Forget that. So I post nothing. Maybe I post me and Joe dress up going somewhere. Right? I'm going to go delete everything off of my page too concerned with the funeral and this and everything. Clean it up completely. It's going to be a business page. We're not going to put no personal stuff there. Don't friend me at Facebook because I have a whole page you can follow and I have a whole group you can join that's called Friends of the Bare Pantry Show. When it comes to YouTube, if you have a question to ask me about any of the utensils and appliance, if you can't remember the video to ask it on any of the other videos and go, you did a thing where you used the tool, or come to my email, barepantryshow@gmail.com. I have a whole business email that you can hit me up at. I have my business number out there too, but thank God nobody has abused that. People have been very decent about that. They find a number, they might call and ask me one quick thing, and usually it's about buying the book. People have been very, very decent about that. So yeah, I'm cleaning up everything because we're going to go to another level this year. We're not going to keep making videos and spinning our wheels with the same old, okay, and then get the same views every month, get the same money every month, just enough to keep you broke. Oh, hell no. We're going to be strategic, right, Joe?
That's right.
And if I make a video and I didn't like it after I'm editing it, I'm going to throw it in the trash. I won't feel pressure to put it up, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Do you have anything more to add, baby? You have any characters you remember that you wanted to shout out in the thingy?
I just want to shout out all my old friends that I meet when I went back home, and I'm like, thank you. I thank you guys for you come and introduce yourself to me and stuff like that, because a lot of them, they come and ask me, do you know me? I said, no. And it's guys that I grew up with and went to school together, but we all change in life.
You know why I think they know you though? Not even because of the show. Maybe some of them watch the show because you favor your brother Elroy.
Oh, that's true too.
And I think sometimes they think they're talking to Elroy because Teacher Marian thought when she looked, she goes, I had to try to sit down.
Okay, let me take my shades off.
All right.
Remember who? Jojo.
Jojo. I mean, I get it afterwards.
I don't know. Is it Elroy? And it was like, because you guys favor, and I think that's why they remember what you look like versus you don't remember what they look like. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's about it, folks.
All right, guys.
I'm still trying to get over my.
He's stronger. He's not sleeping in the day anymore, and he even mowed the backyard today. I'm like,
Yeah,
don't
I went to mow
overdo.
the backyard today, and I feel pretty good, you know. So I just don't want to push it too hard, though.
I don't want him to push it too hard either. Anyways, guys, if you like this video that we've produced here for you today, go ahead and watch this one.
This one.
This is the Bare Pantry Show.